3 dads, 1 wilderness, 0 excuses left. Before kids, adventure was a lifestyle. Now it's a carefully negotiated calendar event. But deep in the Tasmanian wilderness, where the rainforest swallows the trail and the mountains don't care about school drop-offs, we're remembering who we were before school bags and taxi services. This is our time. Welcome to day 1 of our journey on the Eastern Arthurs Traverse. We started about 9:45 on the first day, having travelled in from Hobart, and we started off on our way. It was fairly flat going, nice easy walking. I can see how it could be muddy if it had rained a bit, but we got lucky. It was nice and dry for us. We got to Junction Creek, which is a nice little campsite by a river. We stopped there for lunch, and then we carried on our way. All the time you can see the Western Arthurs up to the right, which is a nice sight. We'll have to come back and do that someday. And we carried on and along the plains. Reasonably easy walking on the first day, but we're going to make up for that in future days. Eventually we got to 7 Mile Creek. This is a great place to stop, but we felt we had a little bit energy left in us and we wanted to push on and get most of the caves out the way on the first day. So we continued on along the trail. We went up the Razorback, and as we went to the top of there, we got our first glimpse of Federation Peak, which is our goal. As we went down the other side, we were getting pretty tired by this point, and we got our way all the way to Cracroft Crossing campsite, which is our lovely campsite right next to a river. So it's 9:30 in the morning. We're about to head off on day 1. 28 Ks today, hopefully. We'll see how we go. And then hopefully it's good weather. It looks good weather. Nice blue scale lines at the moment. Plan to be good for the next few days. So we'll see how we go. This is the campground at the start of the track, just here. Area over here. And we're just about to head off. So last chance to go to the toilet before we go. Okay, 9:40, all settled up, ready to go.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Boot washing station. Yeah, which is great. It's pretty dry out here at the moment. This could turn into a big bog if it was a bit more wet, but we got lucky. Nice and dry. Just up ahead of us you can see the Western Arthurs there. So we're heading towards the base of those and we'll walk along the bottom of them until we get to the turn up of the Eastern Arthurs. Pretty spectacular. I'll have to come back and do those someday. Getting close to Junction Creek now, which is our launch spot for day 1. It's about 8.8 kilometres into our walk. It's pretty good going so far. Here are the others. Here's the creek at Junction Creek, so I've set up a nice little line to help us get across. Junction Creek, having lunch on day one. What's for lunch, Brett?
I have natural high protein wild caught tuna with beans, quinoa, and harissa spice
Oh, nice.
on a lovely wrap.
And Matt, what are you having?
And some fresh veggies.
A whole lot of tuna and a little bit of bread.
Nice. Junction Creek campsite is just after a nice stream, so plenty of place to get water. Lots of nice flat spots here. No platforms, but that's okay. And it's right close to the junction, which is just up here. So the Port Davey track goes off to the left there. And the Caves track, where we're going, goes off down there. And up there is the Western Arthurs. Okay, we're walking on the Arthurs Plains from Junction Creek to 7 Mile Creek, which is our possible campsite, although I think we'll head on to the next one. We're doing pretty well. The weather is awesome today. We've got excellent views. Trudging across the Arthur Plains, Western Arthur's over there. We're going that way. We've got about another 4 kilometres to 7 Mile Creek. We'll see where we go from there. And there are the guys. Just leaving 7 Mile Creek campsite. I'm about to head off for the final push to the Crackraft Crossing campsite. So we've just crossed 9 Mile Creek. Over here is the Western Portal. We're going this way. This thing here, this big hill, this is called the Razorback. And we're going to go over the Razorback to our campsite, which is in about 5 k's. And I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. It's 6:30 p.m. on day one. We've been on the trails for nearly 9 hours, walking for about 26 kilometres, and we got our first view of Federation Peak just over there. So we'll be up there in 2 days' time. 29.6 k's in, and look at this! This is a beautiful bridge! Look, you can walk across it, so there's no mud! Oh! Wow! And now we don't just get a bridge, we also get steps! Wow! Look at this! Easy! Okay, we're near the end now of day one. Here's the junction, that's up there's Federation Peak, that's where we're going tomorrow. But tonight, we're going to Crackraft Crossing campsite.
How many k's was that there?
Oh, only about 20. I mean, 1. Right, this is Crackcroft Crossing campsite. Looks nice, plenty of nice. There's some seats, there's a toilet somewhere down that way. Oh look, and there's a river, a big river with flowing water. That's good. Have to go for a paddle in there later. Nice. This is our luxurious toilet at Crackcroft Council. Look, it's even got a backrest and toilet roll holder. Nice. Not so much of a view though. After a hard day's walking, it's time for these feet to go into there. Dinner time at the campsite. Tonight it is beef teriyaki and Brett is cooking up something else.
I'm cooking up creamy chicken pasta.
Oh, nice. So, day 2 was a big ascent day. We started off at Crackcroft, went back over the raised back, across the plains, some hard going here, pushing through some pretty tough grass, and onto a boardwalk, which took us eventually to Parsons Creek campsite. Lovely spot. We had a great lunch there before we started the main ascent. Up Luckman's Lead, some tough walking up there, pushing through bushes and branches until eventually we got to the top into the Eastern Arthurs, and we finished the day at Stewart's Saddle, which is an amazing campground with some spectacular views. Day 2, packing down camp, having breakfast. What's for breakfast, Brett?
Cooked breakfast.
Cooked breakfast. Whoa.
One of my heavier meals.
Yes. Coffee. So this is one of the things that we're doing while we're out here. So we've got a water filter down here. I'm just going to take it from a nice running stream here and straight into the water bladder. Start of day 2. Only 10.9 kilometres today, but we're going up. It's 10 o'clock on day 2 and we've got our second sighting of Federation Peak just there. Through the saddle. Seems like a long way away. We're on the top of the Razorback and there it is. That's where we're going. How you feeling?
Good? Yeah.
Good.
Surprisingly good. After
32
yesterday,
Ks
it was a big day yesterday, so I'm feeling fresher than I thought.
This is Spike Creek. We're about 4.5k in today too. Brett's having a quick drink from the river.
Oh, there's a bit of boardwalk.
Yeah, the sight for sore legs after pushing through scrub. That's waist or head height for about an hour. Onto some boardwalk. Okay, so we're about 1.5k from lunch. You can probably just about see lunch over there. We're stopping at Parsons Creek campsite for a bit of lunch before we go up there. And so a track up there to the top is called Luckman's Lead. It's a long way up. Hey, here we are at Parsons Creek. Just go across there and campsite's just across. Here's the campsite. So there is number 1, and up here is a bit further. The next one over there, that's number 2. We're going to have lunch on number 3, I think. Up here. This is one of the platforms at Parsons Creek. They're pretty well set up. So in between each of the ranks, they have these little screws to tie guidelines to, and then on the edges they have these chains. Chains tied to it as well. This is the toilet at Pass Creek. Not too bad looking. We're on our way up Luckman's Lead. It's a bit of a slog if I'm honest. And we've still got a long way to go. So we're going up this spur here and up into those mountains up there. Still got a few hours till we get to camp, but we'll get there. We have about a kilometre to the top, which is hopefully up there, or maybe that's a false summit. And we've just come from down here. We're just about to see a faint trail. The red map should be coming over there any second now. This, I assume, is the emergency campsite on the top of the spur. Still on the way up. I think we've just done our first bit of proper scrambling. Whereas 610 metres of ascent so far, so still got another 400 to go. Now we're scrambling up a hill in the forest. This is what I imagine Moss Ridge is going to be like. Still going up this hill. I'm weirdly kind of enjoying this. There's handholds everywhere, nice little steps in the mud. It's lovely, in a weird kind of way. Oh. Give a bit of a taste of what we're doing. It keeps on going. Right, I think that's the end of that tree section. So we're going up there next, up to the top up there, which is another 200 and a bit metres up. And I think we're camping somewhere in that saddle just there. If you pan over here, you just see Federation Peak popping its head over that ridge, which is where we'll be tomorrow. Still going up. Well, actually, we just came down. But this, hopefully, is the last bit up wherever we go. Not quite sure. Up to the top. That'd be great. The route has definitely turned into a scramble now. Bit tricky with big packs, but nothing we can't do. And then we're going all the way up there. Break time. For the final push to get us to the top up there. So we've just been at Boiler Plates. Now we're heading to Stuart Saddle, the campground. There's a pretty cool lake down there. Going up here. We have just scrambled down a gully. And now we're going to go up over that saddle there, and the campsite's just behind that bit of rock. Standing on the top of Stuart Saddle, we have a good view of what we're planning to do tomorrow here. Okay, so we're camping down there somewhere. We're going to walk along there, that's Goon Moor over there. And then there's the Four Peaks somewhere there. All the way over there. You should be able to see Federation Peak over there as well. And we'll be camping just behind Federation Peak and Hanging Lake tomorrow. And having a nice rest, hopefully. And we are arriving. We are here. This is a pretty epic camp spot. Look at this. Water. Is there water? Oh, there's water! That's good. And then there's another spot over here. Cool. So, what's going on around camp?
That's spilling water everywhere.
Oh, right, yeah. What's for dinner?
I'm having Franken beans.
Whoa.
300 grams. That's what
Luxury.
I'm most excited about, is that will be out of my pack.
We have to.
Nachos.
Nachos.
Just about to fill with some water.
Oh. I had nasi goreng, very nice. And we're currently doing some water filtration down here. Got a nice little tank here. Tents are all set up. Pretty easy on here. Matt's just over here, keeping him isolated. And we have some pretty cool views. Let's look over there. That's where we go tomorrow. First whiskey of the trip. There we go. After a hard day, I'm sure it'll taste good. Onwards to day 3. Not the longest day, but probably the most spectacular of the whole walk. We stopped at Goon Moor for a bit of a snack, and then it's really up and down peaks, up and down gullies, down climbing, up climbing, with big heavy packs. Some pretty tricky stuff in there, but all worth it with some amazing views. We ended the day at Hanging Lake campsite, which is going to be our campsite for the next couple of nights as we prepare to make the ascent for Federation Peak. It's the morning of day 3. We've woken up in the clouds. That's very nice. It looks like they're about to clear, which is good. And we're packing up, ready to go for another day. Just about to head off on day 3. Matt's doing his pre-walk stretches.
A bit of calisthenics.
Brett's ready to go. We're off into the clouds. Okay, we're on the saddle. Walked round and up from the campsite. It's pretty cool. It's a bit of a slog getting through the bush, but we did it. Good views. Time for a break. Just arrived at Goon Moor. There's 1, 2 platforms up over there, and up here there's another 2. One there, one over there. Time for a break, I think. Here is the toilet at Goon Moor. It's got quite a good view. Just walking down from Goon Moor campsite to actual Goon Moor here. All of those peaks there, that's what we're doing today. Some pretty great walking, nice and open, nice and easy. See where you're going, awesome. This is where we've come from, so we started in this saddle here. We walked around and down, and then we came up through the gap there. We walked behind those peaks, down across the moor and back up here. Great views from here. You can see where we're going. We're going to go over this ridge, up the 4 peaks, back down again, and then back up there. And you can just about see Fed Peak sticking its head out the clouds. Coming up, 4 peaks number 1. We're going to have lunch. Pretty epic views. That peak over there. Good. And here's the others coming up the ridge. Just to give you an idea of the kind of scrub that we have to push through. like head height. These are scratchy. There's mud. Good time, really. Ah! Oh no. Just come around the Four Peaks. I think that's the last of them there. And then we'll get onto that spur. Then go up to where we're camping up there. We've just finished the Four Peaks and now we're going over here, over this moor, up to Devil's Thumb, and then off to our campsite for the night. How are you finding it, Brett?
Loving it.
Cool. We're up next to Devil's Thumb, which is just that bit there. But from here we have an awesome view of Third Peak. That's the goal. It's pretty awesome. We've made it to the Hanging Lake junction. So we just come from all the way down there. You can see Devil's Thumb, we talked about earlier. You can see all of that. There's the Four Peaks. We basically scrambled up and down those gullies. Took a long time. And then over there is where we camped. It's probably just hidden. Here are guys coming out this final slog. And it should be easy from here to the campsite. First look at Hanging Lake, our home for the next 2 days. This is it, Hanging Lake campsite. There's a nice little platform there. We're going to have a look at some of the others. See which ones we like the best. And another spot here. And then I think there's one more. There's 2 more. Oh, is that the toilet over there? Oh wow, this is luxurious. Oh, it's even got a nice seat. So here's an interesting pitching of a tent. I've got, I can step right out into nature because it goes right off the edge. I'm sure it'll be okay. Here we have the toilet with the best view in the world. Look at that. You're looking down to a lake, into the mountains. What else could you want? Okay, we're at Hanging Lake. We're going to do some water filtration. And we thought we might have had a quick swim. Does that sound like a good idea, Matt? As you get out your down jacket.
I'm gonna do it. Just gotta warm up a bit.
Matt has decided it is a good idea to go for a swim. Warm? We have found the Hanging Lake monster. Oh, look at the size of him. in the tent and life is good. Just had a wash and now I'm wearing the first change of clothes I've had. So all clean clothes in day 3. Very nice. This is what dinner time on the platform looks like. What are you having, Brett?
Miso, soup as a starter.
Oh yeah. Curry. What about you, Matt? Do you know?
Probably not butter chicken.
Oh, not butter chicken.
Chicken,
No, I'm
tomato, coconut, and all the good spices.
No, I'm having red Thai curry. It's curry night. Cheers. More whiskey. Morning. Welcome to day 4. This is the weather outside. Not summit day weather. It's a bit wet. Other than that, okay. So, I don't know if you can see it, but there is snow on the ground out here. Look, there's a bit of ice on the tent there.
Hello.
Morning, Matt. What do you reckon, we go up?
Not today.
Not today. There's definitely ice. There's snow. Welcome to tent life. And there's a bit of a short respite from the rain. Oh look, you can even see it. See the mountain, but there's some clouds swirling around. Just a bit of snow around. Oh look, there's Brett. And I've decided to have some coffee to wake me up a bit and have some lunch. It's sunny. There's sun. Exciting. We just had to have some lunch. Yes, so like still snow and ice on the ground, but we're holding up pretty well. Matt's tent has a minor problem. He left his window open at night and some of the rain got in. Brett's going okay. What are we having for lunch? I'm having tuna wrap. Looks like Matt's having tuna wrap. Brett?
I think I'm going to go some salami sticks on.
No tuna? Oh, luxury. So now it's definitely snowing on us. Look at this. Oh, is this hail? This is hail or snow. You can see it on the top of the tent. Quite big bits. Might be time to go back in the tent. Look at that. Pretty cool. Right, I'm going back in the tent. Oh, look at this. Lots of snow. Lots of snow on our tents. I just had to shove some off the roof. Look at that. Oh. That is hail or snow on the top of the tent. Day 4 dinner. It's pretty cold up here tonight. Lots of snow still around. So tonight feels like a beef stroganoff night. After spending a weather day at Hanging Lake, the weather cleared enough for us to make another ascent of Federation Peak, and it was amazing. Had a great time climbing up there, and then back down the other side, down to Birchervais. Originally, we planned to stop at Birchervais, but we heard horror stories of rats eating through tents and bags, so we escaped down Moss Ridge, down to Cutting Campsite, which was a lovely campsite by a stream, and well worth the extra bit of effort to get down there. Welcome to day 5. The weather's cleared up a bit. We're going to have some breakfast. We're just packing down the camp. Still a bit of snow on the floor from yesterday, but the weather is looking much better. Summit day today. Going to make it This is my standard breakfast every morning. Coffee and a breakfast bake. Yum. We're back at the junction of Hanging Lake and Federation Peak. Weather's a little bit different to what it was last time we were here. Hopefully this clears so that when we go up we'll actually be able to see something. Shame we can't see this exposure because it's probably quite a long way down there. Pretty tricky down climbing with a 20 kilo pack. Okay, so we're scrambling along the ridge here towards Fed Peak, which is just there in the clouds. There's Blade Ridge down there and some little lakes. Rock's pretty dry actually, just wish the cloud would clear. This is the window view, and the clouds are cleared enough so we can see the top up there. That's where we're going. Way down. Ready?
Ready.
So we've just spotted the first people we've seen in 4 days. There they are. I think they must be on the direct descent. That is where we're going in a bit. Weather looks great. Here's some nice exposure for you, kind of going across this little overhang down there. Okay, we're at the junction to direct descent for Fed Peak. It goes up there. There's a few more people up there doing it right now. Just packing a bag, and we're going to dump our bags here. See if we can find the way up. So, yeah. Well done. Good exposure down here, look at that. Oh, this is it. We're on the top of Fed Peak. Nearly, it's up there. That's where we were camping last night. Here's Brett. Let's get across to the top. Coming back down. Great views all the way down here. And this is the little traverse you have to do. Not too hard, but it feels a little bit exposed. Watch Matt do it. And the drop goes all the way down there.
Low hole doing that. Right there. Right near the tent. Low. Should have ticked it though.
Yeah. Southern Traverse. Heading across over here. That over there is Moss Ridge, which we'll probably do later today. Okay, this is scrambling down the Chockstone Gully. There's the Chockstone. There's Brett and Matt. Chockstone Gully. Now we're going across here. Still on the Southern Traverse. We've come from down there. We've come scrambling up this gully. Up here. Lots of up and down. We're coming down to Birch Bays. This is what they call a track in Tasmania. See this? This is just holding on to branches like this. So we're at Birch Bays. This is where we're going to stop. But we've heard that there are many rats here. And so, and there's just one then, we are going to go to the next campsite. Okay, this is on the way to the toilet at Birch Bays. Let's see if it's as good as on a hanging lake. Oh wow, pretty good. But no lake view. So this is the second best view from a toilet. Pretty good. Up at the top of the infamous Moss Ridge. Shall we see how bad it is? We'll tell you later.
Eccentric ligament and tendon strength.
You join us deep in the jungle on Moss Ridge. That's just a climb down here. It's not that bad going. I don't know what people are complaining about. How you doing, Brett?
Doing great. Having a great time.
Okay, we found a nice fun bit. Look down there. There's even a bit of aid.
Walking the plank, Glendenning.
Hey. Can't do it clean. Well, perhaps not. How do you get down from the plank?
We'll climb down the tree.
Right, I'll get you from below, Brett. I'll do it.
Okay.
Nicely done. Another steep bit on Moss Ridge. Goes all the way down there. That's probably 20 metres. Pretty good. Here we are, climbing up on some mud steps. These are pretty nice. Nice and even, not too hard. Handholds each side, pretty good, huh?
Pretty good.
So we're about an hour and a half into Moss Ridge. I think we're on the last high point before we go down into Cussing Camp now. So we're making pretty good time. The weather's great. We're now on the lower sections of Moss Ridge. Lots of ducking, weaving, slippery branches. Just how you'd expect it to be. Lots of fun. So we've just made it down the ridge, Moss Ridge, and we're now at Cussing Campsite, which is lovely. So here we've got put our tents up just to dry from this morning. There's Brett debooting. That stuff. It's even got a toilet here. Luxury. Time to check out the facilities at this campsite, I think. Doesn't have a view, but it does have a nice babbling brook. Let's go and have a look. Up here. Which way we go? This way. Over here. Through here. Probably another couple of campsites there. Over here. Very nice. So on to day 6. This is a bit of a shorter day and we're very much on the exit of the Eastern Arch Traverse here. Reasonably easy walking, a little bit of a hill, but eventually we got down to South Cracroft River campsite, which is a great campsite with many platforms. In the sun, we managed to dry out everything, have a bit of a rest. A great place to stop. It's the morning of day 6 and it's coffee time. Look, here we go. Drip coffee here, very nice. Brett had to adapt because his cup's too big. I just go for coffee bags. Nothing exciting for me.
I'm having milk chocolate and red plum with a hazelnut finish.
Well, very nice. Day 6 and we've left Cutting Camp. We're now just pushed through a whole bunch of mud and we're heading to our next destination. Not sure where we're going to camp tonight. We think South Cracroft might be the best. That's where we're planning on staying. So we were thinking we could push on a little bit further, but we'll see how we go. So we think we've arrived at Paperbark Camp just here. Few small tent sites and a nice flowing river. Nice place to spend the night. Stop for a break. We think we might be at Crest Camp. Go around here. Nice little camp spot here next to the river. More out on the plains now, and looking back there you can see where we came from yesterday. Up there's Federation Peak. And you can see Moss Ridge that we came down. Very nice. Okay, we think this is actually Crest Campsite. A lot flatter, a lot more space. Nice down to the creek. Found another campsite just after a creek crossing. Loads of space here. That's a good place to camp. Okay, more walking. There's Brett. Right on from the plains a little bit. And we think lunch is just over there on the ridge. Oh, right, yes. Oh, there you go. Just had lunch on day 6 in that forest there. Now we're pushing on to the campsite, which I think is about 2 kilometres away. It's not too far, should be there in an hour. We're just coming into the South Cracroft campsite. Well, I think we are. It's a nice little boardwalk, nice and easy going. Hopefully a nice campsite. Here's a nice bridge. So this is South Cracroft campground. Let's start with Lou there. And I'll give you a little tour. Go down the boardwalk, still boardwalk, which is nice. That's the track out back to Farmhouse Creek. And this one has 5 platforms. There's one there. There's one over there, where Brett set up. One here where I'm set up. That's where Matt's set up down there. And the last one is over here. What a nice campsite, you know? And tents are up, and now we're gonna get some water from this river. It's a bit treey, this river. Not so good for swimming. Last night on the trail, dinner time and whiskey time. What are you having, Brett?
Double serving of butter chicken. It's a lot.
Oh.
Delicious.
What about you, Matt?
Bloody good bolognese. Yeah, that's pretty good.
And I had some peri-peri things, which was a bit of like a shot of food. A bit weird. Day 7, our last day on the trail. Nice easy walking up a hill from the campsite, and then a lot of down and through the forest until you pick up Farmhouse Creek. And then you walk along Farmhouse Creek until you get to the crossing. Crossing is a lovely spot. We stopped for a spot of lunch there and to dry out a few things before heading onto the fire trail. And you can see from the colour of that line, we picked up the pace quite a lot on that fire trail. We marched down it. We didn't want to miss our bus out. And actually we arrived in plenty of time for our transfer out. Overall, an amazing venture across the 7 days. It's day 7. It's 7:15 in the morning. We just packed up, ready to go. Starting a bit early this morning just to make sure that we get the bus. Just having a quick coffee and then we'll be ready to go. It's 7 o'clock and we're leaving camp. Back to civilization. Hour and 10 minutes from the campsite and we're at South Picton Saddle. Wasn't too bad. That's the last big-ish up that we're going to be doing on the whole trip. Most of the rest is gravity assisted, so that's good. Making good time. We think we're at the Lake Sydney Junction. I think the Lake Sydney one goes down that way. We came from there. We're going that way. We just crossed the creek after the Lake Sydney Junction. There's a lovely little campsite here, probably room for 1, maybe 2 tents right by the creek. Nice water. Just another little campsite between the 2 creek crossings. Nice space for a couple of tents. When I moved to Australia 14 years ago, one of the things I used to say was I miss the mud in the UK. Because there's basically no mud anywhere. All the bushwalks that didn't have any mud. Well, I found out where Australia keeps all of its mud. It's all in Tasmania. They got sticky mud, wet mud, squelchy mud, deep mud, shallow mud, all the kinds of mud you can imagine. I think we're only about a kilometre from the road now. Walking along a lovely little creek here, Farmhouse Creek, and the path is just sublime. Easy walking compared to what we've been doing. It's a nice family forest walk. Here we are at Farmhouse Creek Crossing. Feels like we're escaping the wilderness now. We packed up the tents a bit condensation-y this morning, so they're a bit damp, so we decided we're going to dry them by the river before we walk up the road. Here's an interesting hole in the ground. It goes down quite deep. Must be a sinkhole. This setting quite the pace. Nearly there now. Another couple of kilometres. Okay. We may be here. Here's some old bikes that people obviously use to get down there. They've seen better days. Here's a walker registration, boot wash, and I think we've done it. Finished. So finished. Let's go and put our bags over here. Well, that was a fun walk. So we now finished our Eastern Arthurs Traverse and Federation Peak from Scott's Peak all the way down to Farm Creek. What would I say about it? I'd say it's very varied. It's definitely an adventure. Probably the best adventure I've ever had. The terrain is very varied. You get everything from moor to climbing scrub to jumping over branches to ducking under branches to mud to everything you can imagine. Rock. So it's very varied. Pretty tough going in some places, but really good. And the campsites were fantastic, especially some of the platforms ones. They're really good places to hang out. Definitely advise if somebody is going to come and do it, you have a bit of rock climbing experience, just so you're safe on some of those scrambles. Some of them were pretty tricky, but overall an amazing adventure.